Job 24166, Rivendale Townhomes. This is an asphalt project, but I'm also going to include seal coating onto this so that way the customer has a price for asphalt and or seal coat. So I met with Theora from Northland Group LLC, and I think I'm going to try to develop a relationship with these guys because they have 30 different properties and I want to capitalize on this. So anyways, looking at a job out here in Bellevue, 2802 118th Avenue Southeast in Bellevue. One entrance to the property and it's all uphill, fairly steep uphill. We're looking at asphalt repair on half of the drive aisle going all the way up against the concrete wall, plus all the way across at the top to where the asphalt edge is here. And then we're also going to look at asphalt remove and replace down here. All remove and replace, and it's all because of tree root damage. Okay, so those are the dimensions: 160 by 18, 24 by 19, and 24 by 12. I think we probably need to assume in here probably 3 inches. I don't know if they do a thicker depth on a hillside like this or not, but I think right now we'll go with 3 inches. The seal coat is 160 feet by 42. This lot's been seal coated before, so it looks in great shape right now. It's nice and smooth, except for where the tree root damage is in this area. So when we go to do the seal coat price, I'd like for us to plug in a couple 100 feet. Let's see here. It'd actually be about 150 feet of crack fill. So please plug in 150 feet of crack fill. And I told Theora that if they didn't remove the asphalt and take care of the tree root damage, that we could potentially put some crack fill in those areas to kind of hold off the water from going inside those cracks. But eventually those tree roots are going to cause more damage. They have money in the budget to get it done this year, so she's going to encourage them to do the game plan I have put in place, and that is to remove the asphalt, replace it, and then coat everything with a nice seal coat in the end. So I'm standing at the top of the hill here. Okay, it gets kind of almost flat up here, but not really. I mean, it just about crests at the very top, but it has a pretty good decline. And I just put my level on probably the steepest part, and it's at 17.4% with the level there. So that's about where we're at right now as far as the grade on this. Okay, so 17.4%. So that's that. Up here at the top, you can see there's tree root damage in certain areas here. Things are popping up, little roots, maybe root balls down in there. So that's why I drew this whole top section as an area to be repaired. So from the concrete foundation here, come straight out. I think it was, I can't remember the distance I had on there. Yeah, whatever, it was on the map there. But this whole section right here, we would take all of this out. Take all this out, I think it was about 12 feet or something. We'd rip this out, and then at about the halfway point, I measured from this side over 18 feet. So from this, I measured over 18 feet, which puts us right about here, and went all the way down the outside of the property here. So we would remove this whole section of asphalt because of tree root damage that you see right here, right there, right here. It's in multiple areas there, but it basically stops. It stops at around 16 feet or so. So I took it out to 18 feet. Okay, we'll have to remove that tree root damage, all those tree roots. There's one that travels right through here. Looks like they patched it at one point. Didn't really do any good for them. It makes its way that way. You can kind of see a crack in the concrete. It maybe it was started to lift on the concrete there. But you got another tree root here. You got one right here. And then down here at the end, you got one coming out of the rock wall towards the catch basin. And finally, oh, and one other thing too is they created a little bit of an asphalt berm here. So we got to make sure that we create that same little asphalt berm so that when water's traveling down the hill here, down on this flow line, that it doesn't go past this location and it channels it over to the catch basin. This is why they also provided a drain here as well. Okay. They put this drain in here and it connects to the catch basin. You can see in there, there's the pipe. Okay. Where all this water travels down into here. Okay, so I brought it all the way out to, not all the way out to the road. I brought it out to this last patch that's right here. So that way we could get that tree root area too. So you'll have this catch basin in the way, you'll have this drain in the way, because that 18-foot mark is right about here. Okay, so I accounted for all of that, which was about 160 feet. And then right here at Unit 1, here at the building, I've got this whole section. As you come down the hill here at 18 feet, you make a quick 90-degree turn, and I've got this whole drive aisle in here accounted for as removal and replacement. And I took it all the way up to the building and took it just right to about that drain lid there. Brought it over to here so that way we could remove the asphalt going to the catch basin there. You can see there's a ring here. This ring is the vault that it's got a ladder in it and everything, but it's pretty big. It's got a big drain pipe in there that's vertical, so something's dropping into there. Oh, there's another catch basin that's down in there, so it's probably moving its way over to here. But we kind of want to leave this alone. Instead, get this asphalt removed around here, get this potential tree root removed out of here, because what it's doing is it lifted up just enough in this area right here that when the water is draining, it's catching right here. And then water is actually coming down the hill here. It's flowing down into their area, and then it stays right here. Now, I know that the grade, if I was to put a transit on this, which would be perfect to do right now, but if I put a transit on top of that concrete and then put another one out here, I would imagine it's going to be very close. It might even be, I think it would be taller where the catch basin lid is. But in this area, if we remove all this asphalt and we pour this back as high as we can get it so that it's flush with that concrete, and then create flow going this direction, we don't have to be flush with this catch basin right here, because there's no way we can do that. I don't think there's any way of doing that. So we're just going to bypass that catch basin and try to get this water to flow this direction and down the hill, so that it'll at least drop into that drain or the catch basin. Okay, we just got to get this water to flow down enough to make its way out that way, because right now as it sits, you can see the travel, the water flows down here, goes into this area. Anything that's right here where my hand is on this half, it all kind of goes this direction. Okay, so at least if we fix that and we get this to channel downward, water will still go this direction, but we'll be able to lift it up a little bit to where it'll kind of stop and then create flow going back down that way and keep it away from their building, okay, or from their garage. All right, so I got all the dimensions in there for the asphalt. We're assuming 3 inches. We know that we're not going to go past this catch basin. We're just going to kind of work around it and over to there. Going to get these tree roots out. There is a lid. There's iron right here, just about 12 inches. Actually, a little bit bigger than that. Almost like 14 to 16 inches. We've got one catch basin that's right there. That will be right in the path of our asphalt repair. And then over here on this side, everything looks good. We don't have to touch any of this here. That's all part of the seal coat price to go all the way down. Now, one thing to consider on the seal coating is do we want to power wash this? I don't think we need to power wash this. I think when the summer comes, we'll be able to clean this with a Snuffy because it looks pretty good. I mean, really, considering, you know, we're in a shaded area, it actually looks pretty good. So I think we'll be able to burn those weeds off, get them pulled up, run the Snuffy along the edges there, and then run it along some of the edges here. And I think we're gonna be good enough to have this thing clean without power washing, okay? So provide a Snuffy and then seal coat all the way down. This is an easy one-day seal coat job. And as far as asphalt goes, it'd be a one-day asphalt job, but it's gonna be a full day. All right, any other questions? Let me know. Thanks.